It's a year since the last installation of the Sustainable Infrastructure Development Symposium South Africa. In the last 12 months, Infrastructure South Africa has been hard at work to drive a progressive and pointed infrastructure development agenda. It goes without saying that infrastructure development remains the cornerstone of our country's economic recovery, growth and job creation. Not only does Infrastructure South Africa execute this ambitious mandate with absolute pride, the organization has displayed excellence in civil service, tenacity and innovative thinking. To date, the capital value of the Strategic Integrated Projects SIPs have grown from an initial 340 billion rand in 2020 to over 3 trillion rand in 2025. These include the additional Project Gazette in 2023, with a current portfolio of infrastructure projects standing at around 300 projects. Some of the milestones in the last 12 months include driving project preparation for the top 12 infrastructure project priorities announced at the 2024 symposium. We call this the Future Pipeline. The top 12 projects are poised to unlock significant investment opportunities. While exact figures are subject to the detailed feasibility studies underway, preliminary assessments suggest that the combined investment value could reach 100 billion rand, catalyzing economic growth and job creation across multiple sectors. As of this year, 7 of the top 12 priority projects are contracted, with professional service providers undertaking the development of their respective works and are at varying stages of completion. Growing the blended finance portfolio of projects. In driving the projects to development and crowding in the private sector through blended finance structuring, the Infrastructure Fund has to date packaged around 26 blended finance projects or programs with a capital value of approximately 102 billion rand across several sectors. In addition, the Budget Facility for Infrastructure (BFI) has to date approved 37.5 billion rand of aggregated capital costs of these projects or programs out of the 100 billion rand provisionally allocated to the IF over 10 years. Projects supported by the Infrastructure Fund, amongst others, include the Cape Town Container Terminal with a capital value of 2.8 billion rand, the eThekwini Non-Revenue Water Program worth 1.1 billion rand, student accommodation projects estimated at around 3.6 billion rand, to name a few. Advancing the strategic integrated projects by unblocking red tape. Between 2020 and 2025, 77% of requests for unblocking in accordance with the Infrastructure Development Act to unlock permits, authorizations and licenses have been successfully resolved. The most improvement was seen in 2024, where around 104 permits were concluded in the same year. On average, it has taken 85 days for permits, licenses or approvals to be issued by regulatory entities. To date, 28 projects have been completed, 82 projects are in construction and 46 projects are in procurement. Some of the completed projects include the Mdloti River Development, Hazelmere Dam Wall Raising Project in KwaZulu-Natal, and the Redstone Concentrated Solar Power CSP plant developed by ACWA Power near Postmasburg in the Northern Cape as part of the Renewable Energy Independent Power Producer Program. Intervening decisively in resolving problems in municipal infrastructure. Towards the end of 2024, SIDSSA initiated a first-of-its-kind program called Adopt a Municipality, endorsed by the Presidential Infrastructure Coordinating Council, which is chaired by His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa. This program is aimed at introducing rapid infrastructure interventions in the municipalities. SIDSSA's involvement with the 3 municipalities will include project preparation and planning, collaboration with municipalities and strategic partners to efficiently package projects and programs, assist the municipalities in developing robust and bankable business cases to attract funding from both public and private sectors, streamlining approvals, authorizations, licenses and permissions to expedite project implementation and address regulatory bottlenecks that may hinder progress, and implementing effective monitoring mechanisms to track project progress, ensuring accountability and the timely completion of infrastructure developments. Driving a regional-focused infrastructure agenda. It is the intention of Infrastructure South Africa to drive a pipeline of projects that fosters regional cooperation and integration as envisaged by the Programme for Infrastructure Development in Africa. In 2024, Infrastructure South Africa inaugurated a platform of African infrastructure ministers called the Leaders Forum. Aimed at creating strategic dialogue, it seeks to reinforce regional cooperation, accelerate the implementation of transformative infrastructure projects, and position South Africa as a pivotal actor in the planning, delivery, and financing of Africa's mega infrastructure initiatives, taking the pipeline to the world. To date, Infrastructure South Africa has anchored several outbound missions to Europe, the Middle East, and Asia by introducing the Infrastructure Investment Handbook, a guide to all investment-ready infrastructure projects. This book has become sought after across the globe as a credible repository of a bankable pipeline of projects. The 2025 Symposium, the first of the 7th administration, will set the tone for the work Infrastructure South Africa will embark on for the next 5 years. SIDSSA thanks all its partners and stakeholders for the many years of fruitful collaboration.